A historic home on Lookout Mountain would have burned down if it weren't for a group of men.
Dallas Payton has their story.
March 5th, a Metro Plumbing plumber was headed up South Scenic Highway onto Lookout Mountain for a job when he noticed that this house was on fire, and he quickly sprung into action. That plumber is Sam Rauch. Rauch was on the phone with a coworker when he saw the fire, and the coworker urged him to stop and help.
So I turned around, ended up pulling up to the shop right in front of a 100-foot garden hose. I turned on the spigot and ran the hose up, and there ended up being a few gentlemen that were already knocking on the windows and trying to see if there was anyone in the house. I got them the hose. It ended up not being long enough, so I had to go back to my truck and grab another hose and a nozzle.
With a hose and a bucket, Rauch and the two other men were able to get the fire out. He credits the coworker who told him to stop.
I think, just with talking with my coworker, just having that extra do something just really helped me make that decision to stop. And, I'm glad that he was on the phone because, possibly I could have drove by and just had that internal thought and no one ever said do it,
The home holds 127 years of history for Jeannie Crawford. Crawford's family owns Ruby Falls, and their land also includes the shop Mountain Memories.
Been used for missionaries, for people who had house fires or had to stay there. And right now, it's our stock rooms that we keep things in.
Crawford says she would have been heartbroken if the house had burned down.
I have things in there that belong to my grandma Ruby, and it just has been part of my family forever. Because I was born in a little house that was behind our shop here, so I had known this house. I used to hide Easter eggs in there a long time ago.
Some t-shirts and sweaters were lost in the fire, and there was minor damage inside and outside of the home. She credits the men for stepping in and taking action to save her family's memories.
What I'm seeing in these men, no more, somebody ought to do something. Only, if not me, who? And they did it. They stood up. They did it.
For Local 3 News, I'm Dallas Payton.